What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes, another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topics, tweets, videos y'all want me to talk about tomorrow? And guys, get comfortable because I have a feeling that today's video is going to be a big chungy wungy. So guys, we really need to talk about this situation with EDP445 one more time. It seems like it feels like it's a never-ending thing. Okay, the last time we talked about this, I believe on Monday, we were talking about how YouTube has been going around giving all of these YouTube channels community guideline strikes for covering the whole EDP445 situation. If you missed Monday's episode, the TLDR is that a lot of YouTube channels like Jamari Speaks, Tom, Rev Says Desu, a lot of channels have been coming out saying that, hey, we've been trying to expose this creep EDP445, what he did with Jadion's situation, and they are now getting reverse bullied. Community guideline strike by YouTube. YouTube is saying, you're not allowed to expose this predator, and has gotten so far, in fact, this YouTuber by the name of McIntyre got his entire channel deleted for covering the situation. He said, I just can't believe YouTube really protect a full-blown pedophile like EDP445 so much that they terminated him for zero reason. By the way, this is the video I reacted to and the unlisted video I was going to post. There was a victim that EDP445 literally threatened. It says, McIntyre, we have removed your channel from YouTube. We have reviewed your content and found a severe or repeated violation of our harassment policy. Because of this, we have removed your channel from YouTube. This man got his entire channel for the past 6 years that he's been making content deleted because he tried to bring exposure to the whole EDP445 predatory thing. Guys, it's so bad on these streets that people are actually removing their videos of trying to expose this creep because they are afraid of getting their channel deleted, which is absolutely backwards when you're trying to basically bring awareness of a creep that is running around talking to minors. Nicholas Diorio saying, PSA for anyone who needs to hear it, do not make a video on EDP445 where you include images or footage of either sting operation until we found out why. YouTube is banning commentary creators. There is like 6 videos down and someone got instantly perma'd. Be smart and wait. Since then, there's been YouTubers like me and Muduhar have been trying to bring awareness to the fact. We've gone over and trying to at YouTube over here on Twitter, but nothing seems to be swaying them from this entire, what feels like a protection brigade. I don't get it. I don't understand it, and it's getting worse and worse. It seems like if anybody tries to expose this guy for what he's been doing, that they are the ones that are in danger, not the victims that he has been endangering, the actual real life victim. And I feel like the situation has gone entirely way too far when someone's entire channel gets deleted for trying to expose this creep who's out here actively still doing things he shouldn't be doing. So yeah, guys, I'll give you any updates. I don't know what to do because, you know, like I don't have a contact at YouTube. I usually just go on Twitter and I add YouTube and I say, hey bro, what are you doing? And sometimes they respond, and when they do respond, they usually don't give you the answer to that one, but that's just the state of affairs when it comes to YouTube in general. I'll let you guys know if there's any updates in this area where we can find out why YouTube seems to be protecting EDP445 in some kind of way. Guys, we have some really huge gaming controversy news that came out as of yesterday. Alvin64 and a lot of you guys asked me to talk about it and said Unity is adding in a new rule that developers are charged 20 cents for every installation of their games. And according to this article with Polygon, game devs say Unity's big changes put studios at risk. Quote, this will eat up a massive amount of our revenue. The developers are big baby rage angry. So what's going on? Okay, why did Unity do this? Is this a good change? Is this a bad change? What is going on? I don't know the details, so we're going to discover it together. Unity Technologies, the company behind the cross-platform game engine Unity, announced a new pricing model on Tuesday, and it's almost universally condemned by the video game developer community on social media since the announcement went live. Unity is a widely used by AAA studio, indie developers, and everybody in between. It's the foundation for games like Pokemon Go, Hollow Knight, Rust, Hearthstone, among plenty others, and Unity's new pay structure ties a fee to game installs when the Unity runtime code is booted up on a player's device rather than revenue sharing model. So instead of sharing the revenue, they're saying that every time somebody installs a new game that's run by Unity, they're going to charge the developers 20 cents. That's the new model. Quote, we are introducing a Unity runtime fee that is based upon each time a qualifying game is downloaded by an end user, aka you guys. A Unity representative said in a blog post detailing the fee. Quote, we chose this because each time a game is downloaded, the Unity runtime is also installed. Also, we believe that an initial install-based fee allows creators to keep the ongoing financial gains from player engagement, unlike a revenue share. So they're it doesn't seem like they're trying to take the revenue share and the installment. It seems like they're trying to get revenue and paid out in a different method, per installation versus a revenue share program, not trying to do both. This tweet here is saying there's no way that Unity talked to a single developer before launching this. Developing in Unity is now straight up a financial risk for subscription services, charity bundles, piracy, being free to play, going to free to play, malicious installs, and giveaways. Unity's runtime fee will be collected once a game, quote, has passed a minimum revenue threshold in the last 12 months and, quote, has passed a minimum lifetime install count, according to the blog post. Those installation fees vary based on Unity's pricing plans. Unity Personal and Unity Plus customers must pay 20 cents per installation after reaching $200,000 of revenue in the past year and having more than 200,000 lifetime game installs. Unity Pro and Unity Enterprise users will pay 15 cents and 0.12 cents per installation respectively, and making $1 million in the past year and having more than 1 million lifetime game installs. Okay, we get it now. These are fees that Unity is charging per the installation. What is the actual impact of it? This quote was pretty interesting. It says, quote, the developers who will be impacted are generally those who have successful games and are generating revenue way above the threshold. So it seems like Unity is saying yo, you guys are making a lot of money off of our game. Instead of this revenue sharing program, we want to make a portion of your total revenue. Okay, if you're making a lot of money using our system, we want a bigger cut. But it also says here, quote, this means that the developers who are still building their business and growing the audience of the games will not pay a fee. So if you're small time or mid time and you can't get 200,000 downloads in a year, then you don't have to pay nothing. But here are some problems that people are talking about. Lots of game developers on social media and elsewhere don't see it that way. One particular pain point, aside from eating up revenue, is how the model will impact subscription services like Microsoft's Game Pass, as well as free demos, charity bundles, and other models have been very successful for small developers. Mike, with their chief technology officer at Blinkmoon, told Polygon, and Blinkmoon just changed engines from Unreal to Unity for the company's new project. Tuesday's news means pausing the project until more information is available. I do know that some gaming companies like Cult of the Lamb and some other companies, the gaming companies, say, hey, we got to stop. We got to pause because this might be a massive hit to our revenue that we can't afford. So it seems that some of these game developers are going to be switching completely away from Unity and going to the Unreal engine since they are not doing that charge as of yet. Aggro Crab Games, they made this tweet yesterday saying, today, Unity, the engine we use to make our games, announced that they'll soon be taking a fee from developers for every copy of the game installed over a certain threshold, regardless of how that copy was obtained. Okay, so that means that if that copy was obtained illegally or through piracy, they got to pay money for other people being pirates. Guess who has somewhat highly anticipated game coming to Xbox Game Pass in 2024? That's right, it's us and a lot of other developers. That means another Crab's Treasure will be free to install for the 25 million Game Pass subscribers. If a fraction of those users download our game, Unity could take a fee that puts an enormous dent in our income and threatens the sustainability of our business. And that's before we even think about sales on other platforms or pirated installs of our game or even multiple installs by the same user. I think somebody had made a joke and said, what happens if you just install a game and then you uninstall it, and then you install a game and then you uninstall it? If you just keep uninstalling and installing it, then you just have a never-ending money hack here. This decision puts us and countless other studios in a position where we might not be able to justify using Unity for our future titles. If these changes aren't rolled back, we'll be heavily considering abandoning our wealth of Unity expertise we've accumulated over the years and starting from scratch in a new engine, which is really something we'd rather not do. On behalf of the dev community, we're calling on Unity to reverse the latest in string of short-sighted decisions that seem to prioritize shareholders over their product's actual users. I effing hate it here, Aggro Crab. More details about the situation. Steven Totilo had said, I got a major update from Unity about their new fees, saying, number one, Unity regrouped and now says only the initial installation of the game triggers a fee. Okay, so the infinite money hack has already been patched out, guys. Sorry to say it. Number two, demos mostly won't trigger fees. I don't know what that means. Mostly won't. It's either it does or it doesn't. And devs not on the hook for Game Pass, okay? Xbox's Game Pass is a pass where you can basically buy Game Pass and you get access to all of these games for free. Well, not for free, but for the Game Pass. And it gives you access to these specific games, and saying that the devs are not on the hook if your game is actually on the Game Pass, if it gets downloaded through a free engine that way. Problem here is that if the developers are not on the hook, then that means that the cost is going to go over to Microsoft themselves, which I'm sure they can afford, but then that's just, you know, now Microsoft might get into this situation as well. It's very messy. It's very muddled. More information. This guy FileMaster said, not sure how many people are talking about this, but Genshin is developed under Unity. Genshin Impact. Unity is applying a fee per install starting in 2024. Scummy. How Unity understands its monopolistic position within the game development and is abusing it to print money, knowing there aren't any alternatives. And it links here and saying, effective January 1st, 2024, we are removing the annual revenue limit of $100,000 for eligibility to use the personal plan. Games made with the Unity personal that have made $200,000 or more per year and with at least 200 lifetime installs will be subject to the Unity runtime fee. Okay, that was the one I was talking about earlier that said if you make under this amount, then you're okay, and if you make more than this, then you're getting got. This one is absolutely insane. This infographic, okay, from Danny Dev. I guess I owe Unity $5.6 million. Anyone got some spare change? Showing here that with the new Unity fee with a 0.20 cents per install, right? Lifetime free licenses, aka downloads, is 12 million. Lifetime free licenses, 16.4. That's 28 million times 20 cents, which equals $5.6 million. Oh my god. Continuing saying this is partly a joke, okay? Because the change doesn't come into effect before January and there's a threshold of 1 million downloads, so you can subtract 400k. But if my games got these downloads after January 2024, this is what I would have to pay. LMFAO. Ludwig in here saying time to start uploading again. Anyway, that's the Unity situation. I'll give you some updates on it because you know they're probably going to get backtracked and or cancel themselves at some point in time, because we have a big announcement here, something that's much more important. It's the Nintendo Direct. It literally just got announced like 5 minutes ago. I'm looking at my wrist, but there's no watch. It says tune in on September 14th, 7 a.m. PT, live stream featuring roughly 40 minutes of information on Nintendo Switch games releasing this winter. That is literally tomorrow, and you guys know where you need to be, okay? www.twitch.tv/Inferno Omni. I will be awake with my coffee watching this direct with you guys, okay? That link is in the description. Go ahead and click it and hit the follow button, and we will be there, okay? I'm excited. For those of you who guys don't know, there is always a direct in September, and everyone gets really hyped. People were waiting for it. It's like, it's gotta come this week at some point in time, and it's finally here. I'm excited. If you guys haven't watched the direct with me, well, you better make this one your first time, okay? Come watch it with me live. And if you have watched the direct with me, then you know what we about, man. The energy is going to be freaking hype. You know, we'll keep it cool at first until they drop some crazy stuff. Now I got to think about what exactly will they be releasing that's going to get me like hype. I wonder if they're going to give us some more Silk Song. Let me know in the comments below, guys, what you guys want to see in Nintendo's Direct, okay? Make it happen. Speak it into fruition. So Capsicum Crusader said, I love you. And it's oh, this is so parasocially adorable. I love you too. Well, guys, before we get further into today's topics, I'm happy to announce that today's video is sponsored by Cloaked. Cloaked is a security app that protects your privacy from the risk of cyber threats that want to steal your identity. There are people who are online who are trying to be you so they can use your information to ruin your life. Trust me, I've personally seen it happen. With Cloak, you can generate an instant online alias with its own phone number and email, allowing you to exist on the internet without having to offer your real personal details. On top of that, Cloak offers other unique features like password managers protected by two-factor authorization. There's ease of access, whether you look at it from your desktop or your phone. And my personal favorite, which is protection against spam and phishing email. You guys ever sign up for a new website or program and then immediately after started getting like random emails and phone calls and texts? With Cloaked, that nonsense becomes a thing of the past. And on the off chance your information has already been breached, never let your data be exposed again by choosing Cloaked, so you can navigate the web with confidence and freedom. And guys, from September 11th to October 3rd, Cloaked goes into closed testing. But for my audience, if you guys go to cloaked.app/Omni, you can bypass the waitlist entirely. From there, just go to your computer and use my code OMNI for 20% off your first 3 months. And again, special thanks to Cloaked for sponsoring today's video. But guys, we have an update when it comes to Colleen Ballinger, and apparently Jojo Siwa is in this as well. I don't know why, what is going on, but yeah, I don't know too much about Jojo Siwa. She has a YouTube channel. She was one of those young people who got big really fast, I think, because of her singing, and she became a celebrity because of that. And it says here that she defended Colleen Ballinger on a podcast, and Adam has a video on it. Adam McIntyre is talking about it as well. What is going on with this clip, and why is a young girl like Jojo Siwa defending Colleen Ballinger when Colleen Ballinger is basically being suspected of talking to young kids, right? And then you have literally one of the biggest young kids saying like, hey, she didn't talk to I'm defending her. It's just weird, right? Like I'm a grown man, okay? And I'm not going to start any group chat. I'm not talking to kids, okay? If you're a kid, if you're 14, 13, 15, whatever, I'm not talking to y'all. I got no reason to associate, right? We can talk about video games and stuff, but there's no way that I would create a separate portal channel to literally only talk to the youngest of my audience, right? For what? And for why? And why secluded to only this freaking age group? That's freaking weird, bro. Why not just talk to all of your fans, regardless of age? Why specifically just the younger ones?
Speaking of friends, are you, and if I'm wrong, are you friends with Colleen Ballinger still?
Yeah,
what do you say about
I've
that?
I've known Colleen for since I was 12.
So for those that don't know, Colleen is in the middle of a kind of a...
What does she mean by I've known Colleen? Like she met Colleen when she was 12, or just why is Colleen just why does she know all these damn kids? Why, homie? Why? I'm trying to think if I know any 12-year-olds, and I don't. Okay, like I just literally just do not have any reason to associate with just young children.
It's tough. It's a
Colleen. What was the name of the character?
Miranda sings.
Miranda sings. My other daughter, went to all the concerts and everything,
right, yeah.
and she's getting accused of things.
Yes,
which we don't have to talk about that she's accused of. But I would imagine if you're friends with her, you kind of met her when you were young.
I was 12 when I met her.
And
she's always been nothing but kind to me. Her family, nothing but kind to me. I think it's really, this is the first time that I've talked about this, so I just want to make sure I say my exact piece that I want to say.
Okay, I so far Jojo Siwa seeming to be a little bit more smarter than Colleen Ballinger. Thank you before she speaks. I'm guessing because of the whole concept of her channel, Miranda Sings, is something that just appeals to a younger audience, specifically to kids. She is an entertainer of the little people, of the children, and that's why these kids are meeting her. And she's going around on shows as well, I guess, putting on a show to meet up with kids as well. So that's the reason.
The internet can take a lie and run so far with it, so far that it's
careful
to the point where you just can't do anything about it.
That's true.
And
That's true.
I've had that happen to me. And I know Colleen very, very, very well. And I think the work that Colleen has done for the internet is incredible. I think her creativity is incredible. Miranda Sings is a character, is a comedian. And I think that it's very hard to be a character where people are also looking at you as you're a real human behind that character. And I think being a comedian is very hard because you were able to do things years ago that were okay. And now that we've grown and we've matured, we've realized that they're not okay. You know what I mean?
I just want to say, regardless of time and age, like showing children naked pictures of women and people in general, that one's timeless, okay? That wasn't okay back then, and it's not okay now. And that's what Colleen Ballinger is being accused of, amongst many things, is her showing nudes of Trisha Paytas to her very underage group of young fans, which I think Colleen Ballinger has also confessed to Trisha Paytas herself. You,
as somebody who's been in the public eye for a long time,
yes.
Do you think that it is appropriate to communicate openly with everybody that reaches out to you.
No, I don't think that communicating.
That's a loaded question. I know what you're going with that, homie. I know where you're pointing to, right? I understand what you're saying. But keep it going. I'm curious to see how this line of thought continues.
With fans is you got to be careful to not
what I'm saying,
to not blur a friend fan line. It's very tough.
And here's my question to you. Regardless of judging whatever specifically is being said that was happening, and I'm just saying this as a parent again. You said you started communicating with her when you were 12.
Yes.
Is it? You want to be?
But you guys were in the same industry.
So we were in the
like,
same.
You guys were making videos and stuff together.
So
right?
we actually met because on Dance Moms, do you know Tadra Hall?
Yes.
So on Dance Moms, Tadra Hall had a party and invited the Dance Moms cast, and 4 of the girls went, and they discluded myself and Nia, who is another girl on the show. And we all knew Tadra, so we were fine with that. But then Colleen, as Miranda, surprised the girls. And me and Nia were devastated because we were massive fans, and we loved Colleen and we loved Miranda. And then when the episode came out, Colleen saw how upset me and Nia were, and she reached out to Holly and was like, I would love to like make this up to you guys. She was like, I was wondering where Jojo and Nia were. Like, I had no idea that this was the case. Like, please, like, whatever you guys want. Like,
Okay, so basically saying that Colleen Ballinger works in the industry business, and her industry business is quite literally just directly tied with children. And because she works in videos as well, that's how she got connected with Colleen Ballinger. And then Colleen Ballinger reached out, say, hey, you know, you're I guess successful, and you're a YouTube content creator, and you're a fan. We should. I get it, but I don't know. I just would not put the effort into connecting with. If there was like a 13-year-old like kid who was like, I'm a huge fan of you, Omni, and I'm a YouTuber as well. Can we meet up at a con and take a picture? Sure. That's fine. That's normal, right? In the public eye, and be like, hey, Omni, keep it good. I support you, right? But it's the privacy part, right? It's the part where you actually have like a chat like with just younger people. That's the part where it becomes creepy. It's not just a big public open forum with everyone existing in it, and you're sharing inappropriate images. Like, and she hasn't talked about that specifically yet, but that is the part that everyone has an issue with. There's plenty of people out there who are not predatory towards children, that entertain children, clowns, okay, freaking Chuck E. Cheese, all of that stuff, okay. But Chucky doesn't have a freaking secret group chat with all of his little fans.
I just want to make the kids happy. Like, I just want Jojo and Nia to not be sad anymore. And so we ended up going to dinner with Colleen, and it was me and my mom and Nia and Holly. Okay. And Colleen was telling me that night about YouTube and how her whole family did it and how it was awesome, and she vlogs her life. And that night is when I went home and I made my YouTube channel and decided that was going to be my career, essentially.
That's when Jojo went in. Okay.
That's a wonderful, sweet, appropriate story.
Yes, exactly.
How is it for you now being her friend and reading some of what we read? Do you think it's all a lie? Do you think it's... Have you talked to her?
I like this guy. He's asking the right questions. He's basically saying, got it. You had a good experience with Colleen Ballinger as a kind. You did. But what about the everyone else experiences that people have been talking about? Are you trying to... What do you think? To be honest, if I was Jojo, I'd be like, you know what? I ain't going to talk about it, because I wouldn't want to put my foot in my mouth, because this is an easy situation where you can kind of just say something stupid, right? I just be like, I plead the fifth. Let's move on to another topic, okay? Because I'm smart like that, right? But if you are going to talk about her, there's got to be, hopefully, which is happening within the next minute or so, some kind of condemnation of the actual things that she did do, that she admitted that she did, that was not right. Just at least condemn her, okay? Don't take a book out of Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis's book where you talk about somebody and you don't condemn the actual person who did something that they shouldn't have done.
There have been a lot of people on the internet who have gotten hit with this cancellation. And a lot of them I know. Some of them I don't know.
Oh, I got hit with
And I look at it and I see that this is a sensitive subject. Somebody who is affected by any sort of anything having to do with adults, and I mean,
don't do it.
For real, grooming it's a very sensitive thing.
You must have really young people reaching out to you now.
I mean, I do, and it's funny. Like, I realized when I hit 18, I was like, oh, this is different now. Like, because you know, you're young and you're dumb, and I was like, I need to be very careful about this.
Like, I know, like, her daughter's 9.
Yeah.
If she could right now, and she
write
watches
to you and talk to you, like
she would,
yeah.
and she would love to be your friend and love to be online.
And I'm sure you want to reach out to your fans and be like, hey, and give that back to them since they're such big fans of you.
The difference with Colleen and I is we were once I became her friend and she became my friend, and she became somebody that I looked up to. She became somebody that I idolized. She became somebody that I was like, wow, this person is a hard worker. She's a genius. She's a very strong YouTuber. And I idolized that, you know? And so throughout our friendship, we've probably filmed 100 videos together.
I was like, y'all are close friends.
She's cool, you know? And I think the problem is the internet was able to capitalize off of her cancellation.
So she's saying that Colleen Ballinger is cool and that the internet is just capitalizing on her Jojo Siwa, all you had to say was, think about victims, think about the people who are actually affected. That's it. Think about the actual people who were affected and what Colleen Ballinger literally said from her own mouth when she confessed this to Trisha Paytas. Okay, but it sounds like Jojo Siwa got the ukulele alongside with Colleen Ballinger, and they both believe in this goddamn gossip toxic train.
It's not okay because a lot of it is based off of lies, and it is
a scary place when you put yourself. It was one thing, I came to television, which is totally different.
Yeah, that's that guy.
New to the internet.
That's the guy.
Found
not Fear Factor. What was he on? A
really
millionaire? What? Must be a millionaire.
It's like a minefield.
Huey?
And so you're doing television now.
Okay, so they stopped talking about it. But yeah, is that the dude? I think that's the dude. Well, Adam McIntyre, one of the victims in this situation, who's been covering this story for a while, has worked very closely with Fanky, and has made videos talking about it also along with Trisha Paytas, and said Jojo Siwa, who Colleen Ballinger befriended when she was a minor, is saying Colleen befriending kids is all based on lies. So Adam McIntyre made a video less than 24 hours ago saying Jojo Siwa defends Colleen and calls me a liar. And it's got 275,000 views in 16 hours, 15,000 likes. And it's a 40-minute video that we can't sit down and watch here. Maybe we'll watch a little bit at the beginning, but the freaking comment section going wild. Jojo has been groomed for years by multiple people, but that doesn't excuse that she is trying to tell other victims that their stories are liars. It's just so crazy for someone to be like, do you support the child groomer? And the defense is yes, because I've known them since I was 12. Jojo is so out of touch, she has no idea what it's like to be a person, how it could be taken advantage of. This is shocking to watch. Jojo has absolutely no idea what Colleen has been accused of, nor is she aware of the gravity of the things Colleen has done. Man, imagining ruining your career for Miranda Singh.
Hi muckers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I was not going to go live or do a video today because I'm in the process of all this week. I have my landlord coming out to do tenant visits on people who are possibly going to take this apartment after I finish renting it. So had to get everything done in the apartment today. So I'm a sweating mess right now, but
just want to say I really like the Nightmare Before Christmas art in the background. You guys don't know, Jack Skellington is my guy, and Nightmare Before Christmas is one of my favorite movies of all time by Tim Burton.
I couldn't not come on live because my social medias have been rightfully so flooded because Jojo Siwa has not only gone on the record defending Colleen, but has gone on the record saying that me, Becky, Oliver, we're all just liars. And I want to talk about it. And there is a lot to this topic that I don't think people are necessarily aware of if you were not in group chats with Colleen Ballinger. But we will get to that involving Jojo Siwa. So this is going to be a little bit complex, but I'm going to try cover everything as quickly and as condensed as possible.
If you do want to get into it, you guys can come to Adam's channel. He goes through it in grave detail. Adam is one of the people who was in the group chats with Colleen Ballinger, okay? So for Jojo Siwa to be like, Cap, you know, she's a cool person, and then you got literally like other kids who are like, no. She was out here acting amok, being a fool, and doing things that she should not have been doing with kids inappropriately. I don't know why you would again, I read this in the comment, but why would you ruin your career over like actual proven Miranda Sings like confessions of what she should not have done? I don't get it. I really don't get it. But yeah, guys, that's the Colleen Ballinger update. When it comes to Jojo Siwa, showing support for her and not really support for the victims, which is just strange because Jojo Siwa, you know, was a child. She's young. She should understand how easy it is to be taken advantage of. And I don't know if she's looked into the actual details of all the things that happened with her so-called friend, but it's just, she has to have some kind of understanding here that maybe she didn't have a terrible experience with Colleen Ballinger, but it is kind of weird to be out here privately meeting with these kids. I thought that she met up with Jojo Siwa when Jojo was like still super huge or something like that. She didn't even have a channel at that time. So it's like, I don't know, girl. Again, I'll say this again. It's just kind of weird to just go around meeting little kids, okay? It's weird to have a freaking group chat only for freaking little kids, okay? It's weird. There's no matter how you spin it, it's just, it's weird. So yeah, you guys can let me know how you guys feel about the situation. I'll let you guys know if there's any updates later. So Amadeus Keen said, hey Omni, hope you and your son are having a great day. Thanks, man. I'm having a decent one so far. The 2023 Apple event just happened. Here's the TLDR of what happened in the showcase. If you guys missed the showcase or if you saw some of the announcements, the biggest thing you probably learned is that the new iPhone is going to have a USB-C port. The USB-C port is basically the most infamous port right now, or I would say famous port, where it just works with everything. And finally, iPhone has a phone that doesn't have its own unique plug that you have specifically and only for the iPhone. It makes everything more universal, and it's one of the biggest adjustments to the Apple phones that a lot of people are actually genuinely happy for. But in case you missed the event and you just want to know whether or not you should buy a new phone or a laptop or what the prices are going to be, you've got the iPhone 15 and the 15 Plus starting at $799 and the Plus being $899. Then you've got the iPhone 15 Pro and the Pro Max. It looks largely the same. The iPhone 15 Pro and the Pro Max are made of titanium, meaning they're more durable and lighter. It also has a new customizable action button which replaces the mute switch. The iPhone 15 Pro starts at $999 while the Pro Max starts at $1,199. Again, these are just the start prices. Now, if you want some space on your phone for all your memes and videos and stuff that you save on your phone while you travel the internet, you probably got to check out a few more dollars for that. The new Apple Watch series just dropped. Apparently it's more powerful, comes in new colors, and features a new touch-free feature called Double Tap. What the hell is that? So I just looked at it and it sounds kind of wild, but basically you take your finger, you go like this twice, and you double tap with your fingers and it'll activate an action on your phone. So you can answer your phone and do other things on your phone simply by doing this without actually having to go here and touching your phone, which is pretty interesting because I'm pretty sure this is also the same pinch that you do when you go towards your phone, when you want to pinch through something as well. So I don't know, but yeah. This is the new click, man. We are definitely in 2023. Those were the big kind of announcements. My guy Marquise Brownlee, aka MKBHD, basically already made his video talking about it after he went to the Apple event. I'll play this quick 1-minute clip, but he likes to go over it in detail as well and talk about the good and the bad and the ugly.
But if you dive into the settings, there's actually a section for this action button, and it's actually really in-depth and super solid. It basically lets you go through and pick the function of the button, and there's way more here than I expected. So you can keep the mute switch on, or you can have it switch you in and out of a certain focus mode, like do not disturb, or you could pick whichever other one you want. You could also have it auto-launch the camera and pick whichever camera mode it opens. You could also do flashlight turning on, or opening up voice memos, or it can toggle the magnifier. Or the last option actually is you can have it trigger a Siri shortcut, which as you know can technically do almost anything, including basically launching any app on your phone.
So instead of having a button on your phone that is only specifically for muting, now you can customize that button to do whatever it is you want, including muting, which is, it makes sense actually.
I think there may be a bit of a delay from the button press to the app opening, if I'm thinking about this correctly, like it's done in the past, but I'll have to test that for the full review. But theoretically, you can map this button to open whatever, your calendar app, your to-do list app, whatever app you want, which is totally not what I expected to be on the list of things you could do with a new button on the side of the iPhone.
So yeah, MHB has a review on his channel right here if you want to see the entire thing in terms of what he did with the Apple event. That button seems pretty cool because there's a lot of functions that we use on our phones, specifically you guys, you heathens at home, probably need a Twitter button. I don't use it that much. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's the Apple event. Now let's get into the freaking aliens. What is going on here, bro? Beaky Blind. Everybody's been talking about freaking aliens. And at first I just thought it was just a meme, you know? I was like, what they doing over there? What's up with these funny pictures? No one's taking it seriously, right? Somebody is out here saying, look, here are the aliens. I'm actually now showing them to you, and they look like freaking ET's little cousin. They're showing scans, and everyone's just like, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Again, I won't believe it until I see an actual alien pop up and just say, what's up? Say, yo, come up from the sky, okay? Because like, I feel like they would have done that by now. It says, holy cow, the Mexico government just released photos, DNA, and all other details of aliens. And the mine aliens were found mummified in 2017. After all scientific research and analysis, they concluded that mummies are non-human and at least 1,000 years old. So the mummies that we've been talking about, Brendan Fraser, that wasn't about old humans that have been, those were actual aliens. Here's the images, bro. This it looks like ET. Are you serious? Are you telling me that ET was literally based off facts here? The corpus no humanos, I'm guessing means like the not human, and it's corpses. They got the x-rays, they got the skeleton, they got 3 things in their what is this? What is this in their stomach area? This is as close as I think we're going to get into someone trying to say like, hey, there's aliens on this planet, or they have been here, or here they are. And I don't know. For some reason, I still call cap. Where are they? Alive. Here they are literally unboxing the aliens. Like it's a YouTube channel, like a kid's unboxing YouTube channels of toys. Here they are. Which, I mean, I don't know. What y'all think? Is it real? What y'all think? Y'all calling cap or not cap? I don't speak Spanish yet, but I will be learning that soon, hombres. But it says here that they did a DNA test and they found that they do not belong to our planet, and we found those underground in mines and they were fossilized. So the aliens made their ways underground? Does that somehow suggest that maybe this planet was first filled with aliens? They were here first? Isn't that a whole plot to like a video game? What is it, Near Automata or something? Aliens were like the original like people here, and then humans came in second or something. I don't remember. And yeah, that's it. I don't know what else to say, guys. Apparently they are just saying and claiming that the aliens are real. I have a hard time believing it. Okay, I need it live. Okay, I mean, anything can be fabricated. Okay, I'm not saying that aliens aren't real. I'm just saying like where are they alive? All right, because there's just too much. It's AI. It's too easy to fabricate. I don't know why they would do it. I don't know if it could be a small human child or something. I don't know what it could be, to be honest. And if it is a freaking alien, then what does that mean? Where do we go from here? Just going back to paying our taxes and not buying a house because inflation is too high? Like, does this even impact us, or does it even matter to us in our lifetime? Let me know how you guys feel about it. Let me know, are you calling cap or not cap? So this one is absolutely random. Scott of Astora, by the way. How's it going, homie? I think you said you were from Wales. What's good, King? At Daphne's VA got scammed by someone who she paid $650 to, only to find out it was done using AI art. Oh my god. The voice actress of Daphne from Scooby-Doo got where's the Scooby-Doo cyber detective agency when you need them, bro? It says here, Gray Deal Lyle. I've got a brand new Daphne print at my signing table by David Smith, aka a neural Emporium Metzi on Instagram. I don't know what the hell that is. Give them a follow and come see me this weekend in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada for a hug and an autograph. And then the next one said, yo, this is 100% AI. The glitch in her eye, the messed up nail, the missing arm, the random blurred person in the background. Please consider reaching out to real artists in the future. Heck, I'd be more happy to create a print for you. And then She said, I paid an artist $500 for this. 4 broken heart emojis. Oh my, the AI artists are at it again. Scamming. They scammed her dry and clean. She got. Apparently people don't like Daphne's voice actress. Jollyat J had said, okay, apparently sometime before this, she blacklisted a fan for using AI voices in a fan animation because he couldn't afford to use real voice actors. LMAO. And she blacklisted this fan, and now people are... I do not know what's happening here. Reading into it more, it said that she threatened to blacklist the animator by passing his name around. Oh, okay. So she was like, hey, if you use my voice for AI for your project, for your animation, because, you know, since you can't afford me, on blacklist you? Maybe AI artists should pass her name around as an easy mark because $500, she wasn't hurting for cash if she thought that was worth $500. Canadian. So TLDR, the voice actress of Daphne was basically picking on some broke person who was trying to start their animation history, and now people are saying that she got by another AI person for $650 for her image that she apparently didn't know was AI, and people are calling it poetic justice and karma. I'm just now finding out that people don't like the voice actress for Daphne. With that, I didn't know that was a thing, but here we are. But Dem's the brave. But all right, guys, that's all I have for today's episode. If you made it to the end, again, if you haven't already, drop that like, subscribe if you guys enjoyed the series. I'll catch you guys again later, man. I'm having a lot of fun. I think this one is going to be a big chungy wungy, so I hope you made it all the way through. And yeah, I'll catch you guys hopefully sometime later this week. I was going to drop a video yesterday, but I had some things to do. But yeah, that's it. I'm out. I feel like I want to say more. We have the Nintendo Direct tomorrow morning on twitch.tv/InfernoOmni. So just come hang out with me on there, okay? Make sure you just go ahead and already go to the link and follow me. We'll go watch that for 40 minutes. We'll go have some fun. And then maybe I'll drop a video too as well tomorrow evening as well, right after that stream. Otherwise, if I get lazy, maybe we'll just play some games and just chill and talk on the stream. So I love you guys. Y'all take it easy, okay? Go brush your teeth and floss. Don't get gingivitis. And yeah, take it easy. Peace.